So tomorrow, you leave.
Yes, but I'm not leaving you. I'm going to build our future.
Lagos changes people.
You won't change me.
Promise?
Promise. If I forget you, let the earth reject me.
Just come back.
I will, I swear.
I'll be waiting.
Cape de Barita grew up in the lush, red-soiled village of Cape Height, a quiet place where the mornings smelled of wet earth, and the evenings carried the songs of crickets and distant drums. From a young age, he was a dreamer, the kind of boy who believed the world beyond the hills held treasures that could change a life. But in his heart, he carried a promise he made under the moonlight to Tobari, the girl who had become his everything. Tobari had a quiet strength. She was soft-spoken, yes, but when she smiled, the sun seemed to linger on her face. They had no grand gestures of love, only small, sacred rituals, walking home together after evening prayers, sharing roasted plantains behind palm trees, whispering hopes for the future under the mango tree near the river. Cape promised that when he went to Lagos to seek greener pastures, he would return for her. She believed him with every fiber of her being. Lagos, however, is a city that can remake a man or unmake him entirely. At first, Cape struggled. He slept in unfinished buildings, ate scraps, and worked back-breaking jobs for barely enough to survive. But the city had a way of seducing the desperate. The nights were alive with neon lights and laughter that didn't ask questions. He met Zara, a woman whose confidence masked cunning, and soon his heart began to drift. The letters to Tobari went unanswered. Calls were ignored. Her existence became a memory buried under ambition and the glitter of city life. Back in Cape Height, Tobari's world collapsed silently. She discovered she was pregnant, carrying Cape's child. She waited for his return, hoping each letter or message would bring him back. But he never came. The shame, the waiting, and the crushing solitude weighed on her. Nights were spent crying into her pillow, whispering to the child in her womb, telling it stories of a father who might one day come. Her blood pressure rose, and her gentle soul began to fracture under the weight of depression. When labor came, there was no doctor, only the midwives of the village and prayers that seemed to hang in the humid night air. Tobari's body weakened and the baby cried first, but she didn't survive the delivery. The villagers mourned quietly. Cape's family kept their heads down in shame. The child survived, a fragile little girl named Kome, meaning survivor. Tobari's grave became a quiet monument under the mango tree, a tree she loved in life, a tree that now held her absence. Years passed. Cape returned to Cape Height, a man changed by city life but blind to the consequences of his choices. He brought Zara, the woman who had pulled him further from his roots, and he expected a welcome, but the village had memories sharper than steel. People looked past him, whispered about his betrayal, and reminded him silently of the love he had abandoned. And then he saw her. Kome now ate playing near the well, her laughter like a ghost he could not escape. Her eyes were Tobari's eyes. The resemblance was so striking it left him breathless. He fell to his knees in shock, for the child was living proof of the life he had abandoned, a life built in his absence, a life that had known no comfort from him. But Kome did not know him. To her, he was a stranger. To her, the father who had promised and fled was nothing but a shadow. Every attempt to reach her was met with distance, her small arms unwilling to embrace him. He tried gifts, schooling, attention, but nothing could replace years of absence. The suspense of their fractured connection grew. Kapad began noticing whispers of the past resurfacing. Some villagers hinted that Zara had known about Tobari all along, that she had intercepted letters, erased calls, ensured Cape never returned. His betrayal was now compounded by deceit, layers upon layers he had only just realized. As Kome grew older, the questions became sharper. She began asking about her mother. She wanted to know why she had no memory of her father's presence. And when the truth came, it was a revelation that cut through the village like lightning. Cape's negligence, his greed for Lagos, and his distraction with Zara had led to a woman's death and left a child in confusion and longing. The years that followed were a slow reckoning. Cape remained in the village, attempting redemption in small, silent ways, teaching Kome, helping her learn, attending school functions, rebuilding trust inch by inch. But the weight of his betrayal was eternal, a ghost he carried wherever he went. Even as he aged, even as the village slowly accepted him, he could not undo the suffering he had caused. Come eventually sought answers beyond. Koripita. Lagos called to her as it had called to her father, but this time, it was not seduction, it was discovery. There she uncovered truths about Zara, about deceit, and about the way ambition can blind men to love, to life, and to the people who matter most. She returned home with the resilience Tobari had dreamed of in life, planting hope where grief had taken root. The story ends quietly under the mango tree, with Barida kneeling on the earth, whispering apologies to the woman he loved, to the child he abandoned, to the ghost of all the moments he had lost. The shadows of Ogoni remain, reminding everyone that love neglected is a wound that time alone cannot heal, and that betrayal leaves a mark deeper than the red soil itself.